Hey guys, so I'm here to give a little update. It's been a while since I've done a little update with my health, so I thought I would let you guys know about the heart monitor update. Heart monitor update, not so great, but I'm dealing with it. So my heart monitor came back and the results were that I have a very abnormal heart rhythm. I have extra beats to my heart. So when I'm walking around and when I'm active, my heart races a lot more, which is why I'm getting the palpitations. And I get sweaty and dizzy a lot more when I'm moving around, which is why I'm having to be in the scooter a lot more than normal. A lot of you that know me know I walk with a cane. Before I didn't have to. I was able to walk by myself. Started walking, slowly with a walker. And then, I was able to, walk with the cane. And then now I'm pretty much in the scooter, to walk around. I can walk a very, very short distance, but then I get really, really tired and dizzy. So can't really do that. And that's because of the abnormal beats of my heart. It's kind of makes my weight function up and down also, which I am not liking at all. I'm losing weight a little bit, which is good. I wasn't sure if I was going to share that information because it's a little bit embarrassing, but, for people that don't know, I'm 4'8", and, when all of this started, I had other stuff going on. I had diverticulitis. For those of you that don't know, that is, a problem that is in your colon. I had that going on top of this. So that was making it a lot worse. So it was like dealing with both at the same time was not great. So my body was like all out of whack. On top of that, I've had COVID 4 times. So we're dealing with like I've already been told, I'm dealing with long COVID. I'm still dealing with it. I'm dealing with issues with my lungs still. I get shortness of breath really easy, which is why, I also can't walk really, long distance because I get shortness of breath. Like I can't breathe. And then, when I'm talking and stuff like that, I have to like take more breaths than normal because I can't breathe. So things that are, things that used to be normal now are not really that normal. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, what, did you get the shot? Because that might have been why. No, it's not. This is not, we're not playing that game. This is just something that just happened. I knew something was wrong, body wise. I knew something was wrong because I haven't felt good for quite some time. But I knew something was wrong. Like body wise, I knew me. I'm a Disney girl. I love to go to Disneyland. You guys know this is what my channel's about. Living free, going to Disneyland. I have other videos, of course, but like today here, I got my Mickey shirt on. that's Disney. Disney is me. If you don't love me, you don't love Disney. No, but Disney makes me happy. And I knew something was wrong when I started canceling reservations to go to Disneyland. I know it sounds silly, but I knew something was wrong because I kept doing it. And even my husband was like, are you okay? Like, you're not going to Disneyland? I thought you were going to Disneyland. And I was like, no, I have the pass. I can go whenever I want. Like, I'll go next time. And then the next time came and I would cancel that one. And then the next time came and I canceled that one. And then it started becoming a pattern. And I realized something's not right because I would sleep all the time. So then I started noticing, so we're backtracking now. By the way, we're backtracking. I digress. So I started sleeping a lot, and then I noticed that my stomach started hurting a little bit here and there. So one morning I woke up and I was gonna get my son ready for school. For those of you that are unaware, my son is 15, almost 16, and we both have braces on our legs. We were both born with it. So I do help my son get ready for school because he needs a little bit more help than normal. So I was getting off the bed and I could barely get off the bed. I was in so much pain. So I realized, wow, something's really wrong. I had excruciating pain on the left side of my stomach. It felt like someone was cutting through my stomach, and I could barely sit up. So I went to the emergency room, and they, long story short, told me that I had diverticulitis and I had a almost perforated diverticula, which is like a little pouch that's in the colon, and if that bursts, you can become septic. Well, around that pouch, there was already fluid that started coming out of it. It didn't burst, but there was already fluid that was coming out of it. So I was already a little bit septic, which is why my stomach was hurting so bad. And I was very, my mind just went blank. I was very bloated. So I knew something was wrong, because I was in so much pain. So when I got to the emergency room, first of all, I knew something was wrong because everybody's faces looked so weird. But my blood pressure was sky high. It was, in the 154s, I think it was. And, my pulse was sky high. I don't exactly remember what my pulse was, but I know my blood pressure was like 154 or something. So everything was sky high. My weight at that time when I had the diverticulitis was 175, I believe. Mind you, I'm 4'8", so that's a lot to be 4'8", okay? So I was having a big problem, and that, mind you, this is how I knew something was wrong, because people that know me, before I had my son, I was very skinny, and I've even after I had my son, I put on a quite a bit of weight, but not that much weight. So I knew something was wrong. Sorry guys, I'm sitting in my car, so people keep looking at me like, who is she talking to? I'm giving an update, people. Stop looking at me. So, anyways, back to my story. So, so they told me I had diverticulitis and that I had a diverticula that was about to be perforated. So I had a nice, fun hospital stay for about a week. And I was on a fluid diet, which was not fun. When I got out of the hospital, they put me on medication. And I was on medication, obviously, when I was in the hospital. And then I was also on medication for 7 days after I got out of the hospital. And that all cleared up. Everything was fine. My blood pressure and my pulse never recovered. It still was sky high. So they thought, oh, well, we'll move her blood pressure medication. We'll move it up a little bit and see if that does anything. Well, they moved it up and it never did anything. So my doctor said, maybe we need to get you a cardiologist and see if there's something else that's going on. Well, once we did that, we realized there was more of an issue. My family members, they have, obviously, they have, in my family, there's heart attacks, things like that. I got my tests back and I'm very high for heart attacks. So, I need to be careful. Long story short, because I know this video is getting kind of long. I'm sorry, guys. Long story short, my test came back from my heart monitor and I have an abnormal rhythm to my heart. My heart beats too fast. So I have something where it's called bradycardia, which is where your heart goes too low, which sometimes my heart, the beats of my heart will go to 50, which is still in like a normal rhythm, but it's kind of low. And then it'll jump to 120, which is high. So from it going from 50 to 120, like to jump from that to that is really like, it shouldn't really be jumping like that. When I'm sleeping, my heart goes all over the place. It's like it jumps all over. So, it really puts a lot on my body. So when I'm walking, it really strains, it puts a lot on my body. It strains the crap out of me. Another thing that it does is, I don't know if you can see, but down here, it does like a yellowing to my skin. It kind of looks like bruising, but it's not. This is from my glasses here on my nose, but this here is it's from the blood not being able to pump the right way. That's from that. And it's been like that for about a month. The doctor said it will get better, but that it's just going to take some time. But like I've said before, some days are better than others. I feel good, and some days I feel like crap and I just want to sleep. But yeah. So I try to look at things on the brighter side. I try to be happy and still try to be silly, and I still try to be Ashley because why not? But I've never I'm never going to be, completely sad about it. Why? I don't have time to be sad about everything. But I wanted to give you guys an update about my health because I know I haven't. So we will be at Disneyland on Friday, and Magic Happens comes back, the parade. So I'm very excited for that. I hope it happens because it's supposed to rain. So look forward to that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so see you guys on Friday at Disneyland. Bye, guys.